Here we go again. It's the New Year's resolution season, where we all go to the bookstores, purchase all these nicely folded weekly planners or yearly planners. For the 5th year in a row, we will do the same thing. Our planners will read, this year, I'm gonna learn some new skills. I'm gonna learn to be a business person. I'm gonna work out more. I'm gonna be fitter. And maybe I'm gonna be the next Beethoven, right? Wrong. Because here's the deal. Most of us are just gonna blow it. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just trying to be realistic here. And no, most of us are not gonna blow it up because we're lazy. It's because of a sneaky principle called Cheops Law. A principle so sneaky, it's been running things for about 4,000 years now. This law has humbled me so many times that at this point, I might as well just call it a life coach. Let me tell you a little story. About 3 years ago, I got this amazing idea. It was mostly an inspiration from people around me, but I took up the idea. It was the idea to play the piano. I got gifted the piano, so my role was just to learn how to play it. I bought a fancy Udemy course, the best price to knowledge ratio, also highly rated. You know, all the little things that we look after when you're buying a course, right? I was very eager, like everybody else, ready to roll, and the lesson looked easy enough. It also looked short enough. So I was very motivated to get over with this lesson and become the next Beethoven. Even the instructor motivated me because he said the whole lesson plan would take 37 hours. Of course, it depends on your pacing and how fast you can go, what knowledge you have prior to, which I had none. So I knew it would take me a longer time. Maybe it would take me about 80 to 100 hours. That's a good amount of time that you can approximate. It would take you to finish your course, right? And to top it off, I took my sweet little time. I went through each and every course, printed out the sheets full of the lesson plans, notes from the Udemy course that I bought. You could have thought I was preparing for the ACTs of music.
I was pumped.
I could have put Mozart to shame with my preparation. So the big question is, did I finish it? Let's just say that my piano is very dusty right now. It looks like an art installation. Once in a while, I'll wipe it down, sit down on the bench, and fantasize about the time when I will unleash my powers and just learn the piano like a mad person, and I'll become a prodigy before promptly giving up a few days later. Honestly, sometimes I don't even know how I live with myself. Don't even get me started on my weight loss goals. At this point, life has really humbled me that even just sitting on that bench is a big accomplishment for me. So what is this cursed law that keeps on sabotaging us? It's called Cheops Law, named after Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops, the guy behind the Great Pyramid of Giza. Cheops had a dream: build me the biggest, fanciest, amazing pyramid ever. And he did, sort of. But the project, a total nightmare. It took way longer than expected, costed way more, and probably made all his workers question their life choices. And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheops Law. Cheops Law states that nothing ever gets built on time or within budget. And yes, the law applies to pyramids, construction projects, workouts, piano plans, and also your New Year resolutions. This law isn't just for the ancient pharaohs. It is everywhere. Think about it. You plan to renovate your kitchen on a weekend, and 3 months later, you're eating takeout in a construction zone. Or you ambitiously buy a bookshelf from IKEA, and on the box you think, oh, it takes 20 minutes only. Or it will take me less than that because I'm a genius, it will take me about 15.
6 months later.
You're sweating, your bookshelf is crooked, and there are screws left over on the floor that definitely look important but have nowhere to go. Don't even get me started out on Elon Musk. This guy's literally a genius. He's trying to take us all to Mars, but his rockets keep exploding like a Marvel movie's finale.
Let's talk about one of the failures were spectacular.
That is how you know that Cheops Law does not discriminate. It doesn't know how smart you are or how amazing you are. It is there to humble us. But here's where it gets real. Cheops Law messes up with our goals too. Let's say you want to lose weight. You join a gym like me, buy the gym clothes. Every week you go about twice in a week and everything is going great. You also look up online and find out that kale is very healthy for you. You stock up on kale and you are pumped up, ready to go. But then life happens, you get busy with friends, life just gets in the way as usual. And by week 3, kale starts tasting like punishment. And at this point, you're even considering a donut if it's a balanced meal. Sounds familiar? That's Cheops Law in action. I feel like this law was made to teach us patience. As human beings, we like feeling like we're the best person that we see, or we can outdo our friends, we can outdo people that we watch or in our field. We always feel like we can always do a little bit better than who we see online. But the truth is, maybe we can't. Not yet. Goals just simply take longer. They're harder. They will also cost more than you think. But you know what the trick is? To adjust, to keep going, and to adapt depending on the situation. This is a good way to manage Cheops Law. But if you want to beat Cheops Law long term, here's the hack. Start small. Humble yourself. In my case, the best thing for me to do was to play only one note for 1 week. It could be the same note or maybe a different note, doesn't matter. But 1 note a week. Check that off. 2 notes in 2 weeks. And keep going like that. Eventually, I can start opening the book and learning the complicated stuff that are in the book. They might seem easy to me, but if I cannot keep up with it, then it's complicated. Again, I have to go back and retrace my steps, start really small. Do not despise the small, humble beginnings, which is very hard to do as a human being. We always think you can do better. If you want to run a marathon, forget that. Start with walking around the block every day. If you want to save money, forget that. Don't aim at $3,000. Start small, like stashing $5 a day or $5 a week, and keep going consistently until you see that you have mastered the small habit. And eventually, the compound interest will help you. Remember that even the Great Pyramid was not built in a day. And our goals, they're no different. Whether it's the piano, working out, learning to be more social, whatever it is. The key is starting small, persistence, and willing to adapt as things go by. As 2025 rolls in, my friends, we have to remember that Cheops Law is there to check us. Don't get scared of failure. Don't get scared of disappointment. Cheops Law is there as a marker just to guide us. Great things take time. Great things take effort. As long as we don't give up on ourselves. It also sometimes takes a few dusty pianos along the way. Since I'm not gonna give up on my piano, you should not give up on your goals. I'm gonna keep showing up, even if it means just sitting on the piano bench, as lame as it is. If you wanna know how I'm gonna be doing, please subscribe to watch my progress. We're here to learn and share our experiences. If you have your own moments of Cheops Law humbling you, let me know in the comments section below. All in all, we are in this life together. Let's keep climbing that mountain of growth together.